Hello. Hi.
Huh?
You like that book?
What's this about?
Directions to God's word.
I can't hear you.
Directions to the Bible.
Okay. Well, what do y'all believe?
So we believe that Jesus, God, He's the Father, Most High God, He's for
Is it? Is it Jehovah?
in the Hebrew scriptures, it says his name is Jehovah. It
And
says
I thought it was Yahweh because there was no J's. The J was just invented. That J sound is it? Okay. So y'all believe everybody has salvation? Everybody can get salvation, or how does
If you follow Jehovah's laws and regulations,
anybody can get salvation?
yeah, if you follow his, you have to follow his
You got a scripture?
directions.
I mean, I know a little bit about the Bible, and I didn't read. I never read that.
Okay.
I thought he only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what the Bible says.
He came for them only.
Only, yeah.
He created all of us.
God created everybody.
That's right. Exactly.
Christ only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It says that in the Bible.
Yeah, but that was at that particular time.
At what time?
Way back when, probably.
When did it change? God doesn't change. He has a chosen people, and I thought that the chosen
Well,
people.
he created all of us.
Yeah, but everybody's not a child of God.
You are if you follow his laws and regulations. See, that's what makes you a child of God.
Who did he give that charge to? What people?
All of us here on this earth. And that wouldn't be, don't you think that wouldn't be fair?
Well,
He created all of us and all these different kind of people, different countries and things, and only one particular group.
well, because they were chosen. Israelites were chosen, right?
Yeah, they were
He has a
chosen.
chosen people.
Right, they were chosen.
Okay,
And so are we.
Well,
if you follow
you're an
what's in the
Israelite.
Bible.
You are chosen. You are an Israelite. You know that, right?
No. How am I?
Because would your father be a so-called black man? Were your ancestors part of the transatlantic slave trade? So, what nationality is your father?
I don't really know.
Because we are what our father is. If our fathers were part of the transatlantic slave trade, if we fit the curses of Deuteronomy, we would be the Israelites, God's chosen people, who were dispersed.
Right. I understand what you're saying.
Basically what we believe. Since God loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten Son, so that everyone who exercises faith will not be destroyed.
Okay, I mean the whole world understands that, but
They do what they want to do.
yeah, but that was only to the Israelites. See, if you read John 3:1, that's a conversation between Christ and Nicodemus. Christ and Nicodemus were talking about the Jews. If you read John 3:14, it explains on what it was talking about from the book of Numbers, because John 3:14 says what?
John 3:14.
See, you have to read it. The problem is, we've been prone to read John 3:16 and think he's talking about the whole world. He's not. He's talking about the world of Israel.
It is talking about Moses.
If you read Isaiah 45:17, it tells you who's the world, because God created many worlds. You know that, right? Hebrews 1:1, it says that he created the worlds. So the world that he's talking about in John 3:16 is the world of the Israelites. If you read, you got your, can I see my phone? If you read Isaiah 45:17, it says, For Israel shall be saved in the Lord with everlasting salvation. You should not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end. Christ was quoting Isaiah. If you know Christ, he never came with nothing new. He always spoke on what the prophets wrote. He always quoted from the prophets.
What was that scripture in Isaiah?
45 and 17. And even when it says whosoever, the whosoever is the Israelites. That's Acts 2 and 21. I'm going to get that while he does that. Yeah, I just,
It says, "For Israel will be saved by Jehovah with an everlasting salvation."
keep going.
You will not be put to shame or disgraced for all time.
Well, that's, I don't know what version that is, but I'm going to get it from the KJV. The book of Isaiah 45, 17.
Bible study. 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded world without end.
It calls Israel a world without end. Because this is the thing. Like, say we were, say if we were in slavery and Christ came back. And so, you mean to tell me that the slave master can say, Lord, give me salvation? And then the slave say, Lord, give me salvation. And the slave master, rape, rob, murder his wife, his kids, and send them off the. You mean to tell me they're going to be sitting in the kingdom together? That's impossible. Because God is balanced. Everybody, every nation had to pay for their crime. And by us being God's chosen people, they have to pay for their crimes against God's chosen people. You ever wonder why the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we the only ones that get shot in the street, scared to go home, driving home? You know, we're not as sure about life day to day. Because if you read Amos 3 and 1, God only knows us. You know, Amos 3, verse 1. Amos chapter 3, KJV. See my glasses? Okay. And the God of the Bible is only the God of the Israelites. That's Joel 2:27. Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word which the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family whom I brought out of the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your sins. Because remember, coming out of Egypt with Moses, God gave the Israelites the commandments. No other nation was there with Moses. Because the whole first, in the Torah, the first 5 books, it's repetitive of Moses, God telling Moses, speaking to the children of Israel, speaking to the children of Israel. You go to Joel 2:27.
So you think they only
Joel
say that?
2:27. Yes, because Christ out of his own mouth, and go to Matthew 15:24. Christ out of his own mouth said, I have only come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
All right, today at 2:27 p.m. It's for 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 3 seconds. Starting now.
The book of Joel 2:27, KJV. Well, what does that say?
According to Bible.com, Joel chapter 2, verse 27 KJV. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord your God, and none else. My people shall never be ashamed.
See, because God gave every nation, God created 17 nations. But the so-called, our oppressors, the so-called white man changed everybody's name. We would be the Israelites. The Chinese would be the Moabites. The Japanese would be the Ammonites.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me say something. Do you really think that God would only pick a people,
Yes.
and the rest of the people that he created, if they're following his laws and regulations.
They wasn't given the law.
No,
They
but
weren't given the law.
no, but
To break. Like other nations don't even sin because they weren't given the law not to sin. Because remember, he said, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. God hates Edom, the whole Edomites. He made them to hate him. Look at Romans 9 and 13. He hates Esau. Like people say, well, God don't hate. And I'm going to tell you, Malachi, the book of Malachi, chapter 1. He hates Esau. If you go to Romans 9 and 13, okay? Because God said I could do what I wanted to. He made them to punish us for breaking the commandments. Watch this. I'm going to read this. Malachi 3:1. The verdict of the word of the Lord by Malachi. I have loved you, says the Lord, yet wherein you say, where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste with the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom, these are the Edomites, so-called white people, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. This is their kingdom. The white man built this up. We built it for them, right? When Edom said, we are impoverished, we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people in whom the Lord has great. Read the bottom of 4. Yeah. It says the
whereas
Lord.
Edom say we are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate place. Thus
saith the Lord. Okay. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. And God hates them forever for what they've done to his chosen people.
Who is his chosen people?
The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We would make up the 12 tribes